Hello and welcome to Free to Play Games Saturday, where we showcase games that are free to play on the Steam and like what they do, how they're like, what I know about them. Sometimes they are first time playthroughs. This game, however, we're going to play War of Omens. It's not a first time playthrough. I've played it for several hours already, back actually when it first came out, and several times since. It is a card deck building game that is free to play but has so much to offer inside of it. So let's go ahead and take a look at it right off the bat. I already opened up the game, as you can hear the music for it. So we are here. As you can see, we're playing different factions for this game. This game came out in 2019. Yes, 2019. Making sure I got all that taken care of. I was like, did I really get this? Yes, I did. This game came out in 2019. It is from publisher and developer. Oh my god, I literally had all this information already ready to me. And then I closed my phone. All right, from Fifth Column Games. It's a CCG card battling unique deck builder combat system with strategy. You play one of 4 factions that has over 20 heroes total across the board. As you can see, it has a single player campaign here, a single player game where you can just play the decks that you've built. It has a campaign where you can play through a story set. It has multiplayer options, though I will admit I have not personally played that. I do play multiplayer games, but my primary usually has been single player. But it does at least have a multiplayer option to you if you choose to do so. I'm going to click on it. You can choose a multiplayer name, submit it, and then I imagine it opens up the possibility to you to play with your friends and go from there. I haven't played with these 2 characters, so this tournament section is locked to me currently. As you can see, it's these 2 characters. I have level 1 and level 1. I have played with this character a lot, and then a little bit of this character here for the data mech. So it has that, but you have to win with these 2 characters first before it opens up. And then you can see here, it has the store where you can unlock different packs. You can use in-game currency that you earn through the progress of the game, as well as through daily quests, which I'm going to show next. But you can unlock these things to get a free pack, to get all sorts of stuff, rares, uncommons, in-game currency here. This currency here, this is to pay, but the game is big. You can play the game without ever having bought this. I think this I got as like a start up the game campaign kind of thing, but I literally was like, I should probably donate and be like, hey, this game is great. Thank you very much for all your hard work for creating a game for free for people to enjoy without having to actually focus on microtransactions. So this is like optional. And I would probably put this as currency to buy if you want to just support someone that created a game, a developer. Same with these. You can buy different starter packs and whatnot, but for the most part, they're literally, I would put this at, if you feel generous and you want to like kind of donate to get something in return or whatever it is, or like patron or tip or whatever word you want to call for it, this is basically that. The game can be played 100% without it. So you have the campaign. As you can see with this character, Captain Listrata, I've already played through at least 2 chapters, earned 1 star in both of them, so lots to be played with here, just by itself. You can also craft cards. You can build a deck that suits the needs of your gameplay style. Here you get daily quests that you can replace, just like any other game, once per day, and then earn in-game currency to buy stuff as you saw in the store. I would say the one thing to watch out for is if you have ultra wide, just kind of be careful. There's no real settings for screen size specifically, just primarily in music levels and all that kind of stuff, as well as display quality. You have high, low, best, so it's something to keep in mind. There's no promotions. I don't have an account here. Here is the credits. Design, Gabe Jones, Mike Fahmy, I apologize, Andy Marsh, Cameron R. Powell, art, Colin Adams, Jeremy Vinar, Eric Royal, Juan Carlos Porras, and engineering, Gabe Jones. So very small team, creating a pretty decent sized game. If you want to support, you can always contact or join the Discord. Again, this game came out in 2019. Um, check check out those on as you see fit. All right, so what I decided to do was, since I played this game prior to, I was going to pick on the how to play option to showcase what the game is all about. So we're going to do that, and we're going to pick the character that we're going to use to. So I'm going to start with the basics, and then we might as well also earn me some coin, at least some of it, if not all of it. Okay, so to master a trade, one must do more than study. Stonemasons must work the rock. Farriers must work the forge. So it is also with war. Let us go and hone our craft. Regent Marsh. This is our tutorial master. Welcome to War of Omens. Let's learn to play. Use an arsenal of cards to defeat your opponent by reducing their health to 0. So just like most other card games, MTG, Shadowverse, you start with health and then you reduce it. But how you do that is the interesting part. So unlike like MTG, if you're familiar with that gameplay, where you get mana over time, you accumulate mana over time. Or sorry, like MTG, where you accumulate mana as you draw the cards. This one uses a ducat system, a gold system. I was gonna say I meant to say like Hearthstone, where you earn gold over time. You just get one more gold as you go. You use the ducat system here to build your mana pool as your turns come along. So first, let's learn how to use gold. Click your coins for gold. So you have ducat 1, ducat 2, ducat 3. You earn ducats and it shows up right here on the bottom left corner. All right, not much else to do, so we're going to click end turn. This will redraw your hand and draw another card to your bank. All right, so then the enemy goes, they also have ducat to play. So at this point, gold can be used to buy cards. Click all your coins, then click on the courtesan to buy it from your bank. So I get ducat, ducat, ducat. So you'll see here my courtesan is worth 6 coin. So I have 6 coins, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase her. The cards are everything in War of Omens. They are allies, attacks, resources, and actions. All right, let's learn about food. Food here, we get in Captain Listrata, 1 food per turn. Food can be used to heal allies and actively feed their ability. All right, so we're going to feed her. On feed, you see the bit where it says on feed, activate 1 skull. So we're going to feed her, and it says your courtesan has generated a skull. Skulls can be used to inflict damage. All right, so now you'll see here in the bottom left corner next to our icon, we have damage. 1 skull. So I'm going to click on our picture here, and you'll see the skull appear with the red glowy eyes. All right, you click on them, skull damage, we get 1. The courtesan will also generate 2 skulls at the beginning of your turn. So next turn, we're going to get 2 skulls right off the bat. All right, now you must prevent me from generating more gold. Click on my wealthy patron to use your new skulls on her. So on turn, the start of our turn just now, we acclimated 2. Acclimated? We got 2. We acclimatized to our situation. Okay, we got 2 skulls right here at the start of our turn because of our courtesan. So we're going to use one of those skulls to hit her. As you'll see, Wealthy Patron has 1 heart, so it only takes 1 skull to take her out. However, my Surf card, which we just saw, defended the Wealthy Patron, but we do have 1 more skull, so we can take out the Wealthy Patron now. The hero has also, our hero is our picture here, Captain Listrata, generated food this turn. So now we can feed. We can feed our hero to get a turn. Right, and then I'll go ahead and use our ducats to get some coin, and then we'll be pretty much good to go with this turn. All right, the regent has no cards to play, so we are going to spend claim 3 more ducat this turn and aim and buy the supplicant. Buy the supplicant, who's worth 7. We're going to claim this 1 ducat, and now we're going to feed our courtesan. That gives us 3 damage. So we're going to take our skulls and hit the regent for 3 damage. And that is that. All we can do this turn. When an ally is killed, or a card is sorry, when an ally is killed or a card is used, it is not destroyed. It returns to your inventory where it can be redrawn into your hand. Use your food to heal the supplicant. This will also feed him and generate a magic circle. So we have a food item that we can use. As you can see, our supplicant has 2 health, 2 hearts. So it takes 2 skulls minimum to be able to take him out. So we can heal him, and on that heal we gain a magic over here. We get 1 magic. We get 1 magic from him, and it shows up next to our hero over here. Magic is a powerful resource. It can be used as gold, skull, or food. All right, we're going to click our coins and then end our turn. Okay, so now the courtesan has actually been in our hand again. It's been randomly drawn back into the hand. We can click on her immediately without ever paying for her, since we already bought her from the card stack over here. Buy the catapult and attack me with magic. Okay, so we're gonna buy the catapult for 8. So you'll notice here we only have 7, but magic can be cold coins too. So we can purchase it with that 1 magic that we have. So we had 7 gold coin plus 1 magic, and we bought the catapult. Now we can attack him with magic and skulls. So it says, buy the catapult, attack him with magic. If you have skulls, they will be used first. So I will hit him with skulls first. Right? And then I can attack him again. And then I can attack him directly with skull magic. Now take what you have learned and defeat me. It is only through competition that one can achieve mastery. Now ain't that the truth? Okay, so currently we have here a lone shark, a lone card. If they, this is a looks like a situational card if I recall. It's not an active card that we can actually attack. So yeah, we just have to like kind of deal with them and take out 6 right off the bat. So if we were to feed here, on turn, attack 3, ignores intercept. So if there was a seraph, we could. So this is a catapult that they can destroy. On play, draw a card. So let's see, we can... Okay, so we can attack and attack. And we can end our turn now. We'll be fine. Okay, so this is a countdown card. So this will, on the 3rd turn, this will draw a card. They will gain 8, and they have to pay back 8 over 4 turns. Okay. So they only have 1 left anyway. Our catapult attacked them for 3 as a situational card right off the bat. And so all we have to do is attack. And that's the tutorial. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So basically, earn your cards by... Or you can buy cards and create a deck to pull from here. So you'll see here, I have my deck with the courtesan. I have my collect taxes card, my courtly intrigue, mercenaries, my marshal, supplicant, the wealthy patron. I have all of those. And you can also buy these cards or craft them, I should say, to be able to add to this deck or sub them out or anything like that, and use that for the deck that you want to build. Right? So with that, that's how to play the game. You get coins every turn. You use the coins to buy a card from the side deck. Once you've bought it, it's in your hand for the duration of that game. Follow the card's instructions as to how to use food to heal and to activate food-based actions. And you can utilize those strategies to be able to defeat your opponents. All right, so if we were to look at cards and heroes and how to upgrade and deck build, let's play this lesson. Here we're going to learn about heroes, cards upgrades, and deck building. This is your hand. You can play cards from your hand for free. So unlike when we buy them from this side over here, you have to pay for the ones on our sidebar. But once they're in your hand, you can summon them as often as you can. as often as they show up in your hand. This is your bank. You can buy the cards in your bank with gold. So buy a card. So I have 6. I'm going to buy Spice Route. This is your inventory. Killed or discarded cards go into the inventory. All right, so with that, I'm going to use my Ducat and end my turn. Each turn, you draw 3 random cards from your inventory to your hand. Play your turn to continue. So the reason that's kind of important is early on, you're going to primarily get a lot of Ducats. As you get Ducats, you buy more cards. But the more cards you end up buying, the less likely you'll get Ducats, right? So you have to kind of keep that in mind too as you play the game, that you're trying to build your deck as you go, but also you have to be able to spare enough to buy cards as they come. All right. You start with 10 coins in your inventory. I should just let the tutorial do the job for me. As you buy more cards from the bank, they are added to your inventory, and your chance of drawing non-coins improves. And vice versa, your chances of not drawing coins. All right, so I have 7 coin. I am going to draw Prayer. Each turn, you also draw 1 card from your deck to your bank. Your deck is the 10 cards you picked in the edit screen in the menus. So that screen that I showed you, where I showed you how I built my deck or where I was building my deck, that's where you build the cards that play into the bank. All right, that's the basic flow. You buy cards from your bank, which then cycle between your inventory and your hand for the rest of the game. So we have Ducats, and we're going to play Spice Route, which gives me an extra food that I can play with. I am going to go and purchase I want to purchase nothing because I want to be able to get Trade Company. All right, so I can draw a card. I'll get a Ducat, and then with that, I can literally buy Synod. I can buy Merchant's Guild. I can buy Merchant's Guild. Done. It goes right to the thing, and I get a thing. Play 1 more turn, then we'll earn about upgrades. Okay. Here are 2 different collect taxes. The starting one and the one that's been upgraded. Each upgrade reduces the cost of a card by 1. By 1 Ducat. And here's a fully upgraded collect taxes. Right here. Oh, it won't let me showcase it. Every card can be upgraded twice. You can tell how upgraded a card is by its corners. So you'll see here, there's nothing in the corners. 1 upgrade has a little bit in the corner. And 2 upgrades has full in the corner. You earn ingots each time you select a card you already own from the store. Ingots can be spent to upgrade any card. Now let's learn about heroes, and let's play our turn to continue. So we're going to draw a card, we're going to get Ducats. We summon the Spice Clipper. We feed ourselves, and then we go from there. This is your hero. Each hero has a unique power. Nistrata generates 1 food per turn. There are several heroes per faction. Heroes are unlocked in packs, just like cards. Heroes gain experience each battle and can level up. Leveling up earns you some silver and progress towards a unique hero card. And there you got it. Here are some resources. Kill Cardinal Pucci to complete the lesson. All right, Cardinal. They told me I had to. I'm sorry. All right, so on draw. All right, then on turn we feed with 3 to summon the Spice Clipper. So we have 2 Spice Clippers. I am going to also hit Spice Route. I'm going to get 3 Ducats. That allows me to buy, a fully upgraded collect taxes, which gives me gold. I can buy a bounty, which gives me gold. All right, and now I can attack Cardinal Pucci. Don't forget to attack Cardinal Pucci. Sorry, don't forget to attack, period. If there's one thing I learned the first time I played this, it's really easy to forget to attack. Because I'll be like, bye, set my deck, and forget that I actually have magic that I can do. That I can I can level. Look, I can level up my my hero with food as many times as I want. But I can level up my health. But I have to remember to attack. Remember to attack. All right. We have 3 ducats. Let's see. It gives us 4. Not enough for anything. So let's see. Not much I can do here. So we're going to go ahead and end the turn. Alright, so I have Spice Route and gain a thing. And that's really it. Alright, I need Courtly Intrigue next. I'm going to draw that one. It will go away. There we go. We are able to take him out with that one. We're just going to have to wait. End turn. Fairly certain this is the maximum amount of cards you can have. Alright, we're going to draw a card. Get another Ducat. Let's see. We're going to draw a card. And get a Ducat. And doesn't matter. I'm going to attack with my magic. And Carlo Pucci is down. Yay! Victory! Silver can be used to buy cards in the store. Alright, and that's basically how we would upgrade all of those. So like I said, here's editing the deck. We can also craft cards that we have. So you'll notice I have ingots. I can craft them if I have enough, which I don't, but I can upgrade them. All sorts of stuff. I primarily just earn them from the card decks because you get so many coin. As you can see, I have 4,800 after several hours of playing. So yeah, pretty easy to just get. Alright, so as you can see, I just got coin from this. So it's nice that it has the option for like microtransactions that support the developer. Yeah. But then like I said, this also came out in 2019. You still get all these little details that go into it. The last update on the Steam was 2020. Specifically, I remember they were updating it pretty frequently. I don't know. I cannot honestly know. I do not honestly know, sorry, if that is still the case. But even without that, it's a pretty good game to spend time as a strategic card-playing game. So let's see. Let's continue and see what we have. We're going to meet the Vespitole. Everything you need to learn about playing the green faction. Not a very good green player in Magic, but I could be wrong. I have played green in Magic, so we play green in this one as our starting character. The red is the one, mono red is my primary in Magic, my primary go-to. So I prefer that one, but as you can see, I actually leveled up green quite a bit. She's fun to play. Her character and her decks they're actually really fun to play. All right, so let's meet the Vespitole. The Vespitole are a powerful, noble family. They use military, spies, economy, and religion to fight their battles. As a Vespitole, your chief mechanic is that when you play a card, you draw a card. So I play a card, I draw a card. Your deck gains momentum with each card you buy. The more cards you have in your deck, the more cards you're likely to play each turn. Vespitole's cards include actions and allies. Actions give immediate reward and are discarded on play. Alright, so we're going to play an action card like this one. Draw a card, +1 gold. I get ducats. I play draw a card, I get 2 food, as you can see here. I get a ducat. Spice Route, draw a card, get +1 food. I get a ducat. You also have big actions which can generate several resources or attacks at once. They're expensive and conditional, but when used effectively, they can turn the tides of battle. So we're going to play the Merchant Guild. Allies give reward each turn and stay until they are killed. There are 2 types of Vespitole allies, townfolk and military. Townfolk have a large return on their investment if kept alive. The wealthy patron, as you remember, So fun. Oh, that was unexpected. Wealthy patron on my turn gives me +2 gold, and if I feed her, gives me +1 gold. And when I play her, I get to draw a card right on the bat. All right. So sofocatro, sofocatro. I don't know how to pronounce it. Between like the different languages that sometimes I end up learning over the years, switching up between which one has accents, which one doesn't. Sofocatro killed your wealthy patron before she could generate any gold. You need defense. Military units defend you and your allies by intercepting incoming attacks and attacking your opponent each turn. Play your soldier and the wealthy patron. So we have here. Whoop. There we go. Apologies. I said, oh, because I hit the wrong button and something else popped up. All right. So we have here the soldier first, then the wealthy patron. So now the soldier intercepts with the 75% chance to retaliate. So your soldier intercepted the attack this time. Having a healthy combination of townsfolk and military is the key to most ally decks. All right, so play the Marshal. Marshal causes your allies to activate again each turn. I'm going to end my turn to try it. Benediction activates all your units immediately. Playing it in combination with your Marshal can cause explosive results. Play Benediction. So Benediction says activate all allies. So literally activate all allies, meaning I activate this ally and this ally twice. Oh, so by the way, what I do notice sometimes is that when I click on a card, it will go up. Just click where you like, so my mouse is right here, but the card is away from it. Just click there. It'll be like clicking the card. It's one of those things that I forget. And that covers your cards. But if you really want to win the Vespitole, you have to learn to maximize your odds. There are several techniques for maximizing your odds, from what you put in your deck to how you play your hand. There's a lot to it, but every little advantage helps. Here are 5 tips to get you started. 1. Play your best actions early. The order you play your cards is very important. Each draw is random, so what you play first has the highest odds of cycling back into your hand. Play your best actions first unless they're part of a combo. Tip 2. Play your coins last. The less coins you have in your inventory, the greater chance of drawing non-coins. You want to keep your coins in your hand as long as possible. So that goes back to when I was saying, like, when the more cards you build up, the less likely you'll draw a coin that you can use to buy cards later. So you want to make sure that you get the cards that you can play. Kind of like, you have to kind of think about more early battle, mid battle, and then late battles when those things have to combine. So coin, in this case, unlike mana pools, or kind of like in Magic actually, where you have to like, yeah, you have to draw your mana in order to play anything. This kind of plays the same way. The easier part about this one over something like MTG is, and unlike MTG where you have to kind of like kind of luck out sometimes and getting enough mana lands to be able to play cards in your hand, this one is once you have the card in your hand, you can play them for free. It's the buying process that actually is the part that requires the coin mana, so to speak. However, once they are in your hand, you have to make sure that you still play them as strategically as possible. What I did notice is that as you start getting used to it, combos start becoming important. And if you don't have the right card from the coins early on, then you end up having no combos or a limited amount of combos to play with in the center of the game and toward end game. And that's when things can go horribly awry. So unlike myself, my normal strategy is to hit hard early on and then kind of like be done with the battle before 10 turns is up. That's usually what I like in Magic, is hit hard, hit fast, hit hard. In this one, you can't really do that. You have a lot more combos that you have to play. You have a lot more mid-game that you have to think about, and then how to last through whatever end game turns out to be based on the beginning of the game. And the way that these manas play out, these ducats, help to force that side of critical thinking is don't just hit hard. You got to also think about mid-game's coming. What happens when I have no coins to draw? Tip 3. Sibylline Scrolls. Sibylline Scrolls draw 3 cards and let you play 1. This is the easiest way to increase your odds of getting expensive cards repeatedly. If you have a deck with an abundance of expensive cards, add the Sibylline Scrolls, which we don't have at the moment. Tip 4. Buy early. Each buy draws a card. If you buy a card when you have coins in your hand, you have a better odds of drawing a non-coin. By saving gold between turns and buying multiple cards before you play your coins, you increase the chances of redrawing cards again and again. So basically, you want to get to the point where you can mostly have by mid-game the ratio of more cards, more non-coin cards than coin cards. In the beginning, you just have nothing but coin cards. You're going to be buying them on and on and on. By saving gold, however, you'll notice that sometimes I waited to the end of my turn to actually spend my coin. It allows me to kind of like have multiple cards to buy at a certain point that then gives me another draw. Because when I buy a card, I get a card, right? I buy a card, a draw card, I should say, is what it actually is. So strategizing when to actually buy the card also allows you to draw cards that you can play immediately, creating better combos, creating better opportunities, all that kind of stuff, increasing your odds, so to speak. And tip 5, the pocket. Each turn you draw 3 cards up to a maximum of 4, meaning that means you can keep 1 card in your hand between turns without penalty. We call this the pocket. The pocket is great for setting up combos, but you can also use it to hold a coin. When you keep a coin in your pocket, it never enters your inventory. That means every draw has a better chance of being a non-coin card. So if you keep a coin, so for example, let's say I'm at the end of my turn, I'm going to draw 3 cards. This card I can use on the next turn, right? And then I can not only have a card to buy, but also I can draw a card, or that would be a non-coin card. If I use this, it goes back in my inventory, right? If I use a card, it goes back in my inventory. If I use a coin card, it goes back in my inventory. So it increases the chances of getting that coin card back. Holding it in the pocket means I get a better chance of a non-coin card as well. So it's really kind of fascinating to be able to use kind of like probabilities to your advantage, how to create the probability for cards to increase by using a pocket, by holding on to coins till the next turn, by being able to use coin and draw. So this is a game of strategic probability. The same in Mana, but I find personally that in like Shadowverse or in MTG or Hearthstone, or any of the other card games that kind of go on the more land mana or develop mana system, this one pulls probability, I think, more clearly and cleanly. That makes it less, what's the word I'm looking for? That makes it easier to kind of like grab into. So I would say this is a really, if you're not really used to card games or deck building games, I think this is a really good one to start in on. I think this is probably one of the best ones to start in on. You get the whole idea of how mana works, how to think a little bit more toward mid-game, end-game, how probability and chance work, how to force probability and chance. In Magic, sometimes I'll talk with Drake Karama, the other streamer, and he'll talk about how to manipulate lands, how to make sure that your lands ratios to cards are like this, how to build a deck so they do this, and it does make sense to me, but I also find that sometimes it can be overwhelming. This one is much more simplified viewpoint of that, which is you have certain amount of cards in your inventory. The more that you add to it, the more chances that you'll get this card or this type of card over this type of card. So being able to kind of see that probability more clearly, I think makes this a nice game that's free to play and a good intro to deck building style games. All right, that's a lot to absorb, but don't worry, you don't have to master every tip and win. So let's defeat Sophocatro. All right, so I have 4 cards to play. Right? I can buy Wealthy Patron, I just can't play her. Which means what I can do is I can keep her in the pocket. Oh wait, no I can't. Wait, it plays I'm sorry, I forgot that it goes once I buy her, it goes right to the table. So another thing to remember is remember the rules. Okay. Once you buy it, it goes right to the table, which is fine for now. So Fracato's probably going to take her out at some point. I'm going to go ahead and let myself have the coin. I need the coins. I need the coins to come out now. So I'm gonna turn in that Ducat like I just did and put it back in my inventory because I need to draw the coin. So the more coins I have in my thing, the more likely I'll turn them. Because I could use a soldier right now. I didn't think so. But it's in my hand. It's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna... all 3 Ducats. Alright, so you'll notice here, I get to draw a card. It's another Ducat. I'm gonna keep this in my hand so I can hopefully draw another one, but... yeah, this will be fun. Alright, so you'll notice I have the Wealthy Patron again. Right? But they got the Soldier. Alright, so I'm going to hold the Wealthy Patron. I have 4. That's another one. I don't want her to die right off the bat. So I'm going to hold off again and end my turn. Yeah, I know. He's got 2 on his belt. I also can feed myself apples to heal, so that's also something I can do. Okay. The Synod. I am going to hold so I can get this card next. You'll notice, by the way, these rotate. So it's really important to keep that in mind. So I'm going to get this. I'm going to play my knight. It's the highest knight that I've got. I can play my Wealthy Patron in addition to it. You'll also notice on turn and feed, it attacks. So my knight with my patron is a great combo. Because if I feed it, it will attack there. Right? If I feed it, by the way, the knight, it's a them. So if I feed them, I heal it, and it attacks. If I feed this, then I also get ducats. So I'm going to hold here. I'm going to put my ducat here. I want more coin, because it's still early on in the game for me. So I want more coin to draw so I can get it. That being said, I can do this. And I can start taking him out. He's going to take me out for 3 next turn, but it'll be alright. Alright, so he hit me for 3. So you'll notice that my Wealthy Patron is kind of in a bit of a pickle. So I'm going to... Alright, so now I have the option. I have 8 coin. Let's see. So Sibylline Scroll. So this is the Sibylline Scroll they were talking about earlier. Draw 3 cards, play 1. It allows me to rotate a whole bunch. So I can draw 3 and then go from there. And then it discards. It gives me 5. And I will feed my Wealthy Patron. I know I don't need the feeder, but as far as like health is concerned, but having that extra gold in there is not a bad turn either. So it's going to attack my Wealthy Patron. That'll be fine. I'm going to end my turn here. Alright. I also get to collect taxes. Alright. I have plenty to draw from here. I will have another Wealthy Patron, but for the moment, I will end my turn here. Okay, so I'm going to spend my ducat. Spend my ducat. So now I have 8. So here, I have the bishop I have the soldier. I'm going... Oh, man. Yeah, I need the bishop. As much as I like having that, I need the bishop. Okay. So I am going to... Let's see. On my turn, I get one of each. That is not a bad one to have. I'm going to give both of my things to her. And then I'm going to end my turn. Oh, you took him out with 3. Oh, my God. Okay. Alright, restock my bank. And knight. And bishop. Okay, now what do I have? I have draw card, depleted, synod. Alright, soldier. I'm going to collect my soldier now. I have an extra ducat, which is great. I want my wealthy patron to come back. So I'm going to hold my ducat in the hopes that I get a better chance of getting my wealthy patron to cycle through. And with that, I can feed, and it'll attack. Yep. So right now we have intercept, so I have to get rid of these characters in order to be able to do this. Alright. Oh! There we go. You'll notice this one retaliates. So this one has, the soldier has a 75% chance to retaliate. My knight will 100% chance to retaliate. So it's a really good one to have in combination with everything else. Alright, I am going to do that so I can get my Sibylline Scrolls. There it is, my wealthy patron. Alright, I'm going to collect taxes. I'm going to get it. Oh, well, I didn't want to do that, but here we are. And I can get my... Oh, can I get... Oh, actually, I think this is the maximum. I'm going to do this. Oh, nope, it's not. Okay, I just wanted to make sure, because I couldn't remember if 5 was the maximum, or if I had, like, if I was just mistaking something for something. Alright, so now I can feed here, and I can attack directly. Oh, and I can feed again. Okay. I'm going to end my turn. Alright, cool. So now I have all of these cards to play. Alright, there we go. On my turn, I'm going to activate my allies. So all of my allies will activate next turn, which is glorious. And I'm going to attack here. For both of those, I am going to activate 1, and I'm going to activate 1. Okay, end my turn. Everything is activated. Alright, and then I will just attack, because now I can. And I have 1. Alright, so that's basically that particular contingency, or that particular group there, how to fight them. And then you have, let's see, you have one more how to play. There is the Ride with Datamek here, which I could do right now, but I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, all right, no, let's explore. I think we can do it. I usually don't like to do these for more than an hour, but this is a pretty good game. I think I can go ahead and showcase it. Plus, I can get my own coin. I haven't done it yet. Alright, Ride with the Datamek. Explore the powerful combos of the Red faction. The Datamek are a nomadic warrior tribe. Their influence is vast and their magic is wild. The herd is the heart of their magic. Maintain your herd for resources, then sacrifice it for a burst of power. Herd of goats. Play your goats, they're the core of your economy. Alright, healing your herd is often a good idea. Heal. For every herd, there's an associated compound. For goats, it's the poultice. Restock the herd of goats, draw the herd of goats, activate them. It will only draw a goat if you have one already in your inventory, but it will always restock a goat to the bank. So I will always put it there. Now that a goat has been killed, it has returned to your inventory. Play the poultice again to see the full effect. continue to grow the herd. So it will restock it into my hand. And I get one in my thing. Shepherds protect the herd and collect extra resources from it. They're a good addition to the herd-based deck. When the time comes, you can convert life into resources and choose one to sacrifice. So pick an ally to sacrifice, gain resources equal to the victim's life. So I guess I would do like this. Bigger sacrifices yield bigger rewards. Sacrifice your remaining allies. So here, Carnage, sacrifice everything, and I give damage. Another route to resources is through rights. Activate the right and play your coins. You'll notice that we have a difference. So with the other faction, we have the Ducat. This one is the Tauri. Alright, so we're going to play our coins. Until the end of turn, for each card you play, get a random resource. The Datamech also use idols to enhance their or augment their play. These idols all activate when you consume magic. So, Herding Stones, Sacred Tortoise, feed my hero, and Boar Fetish, feed the hero magic. Rite of Passage will feed magic to your hero for every card that is played after it on your turn. This will activate all your idols that trigger when you are fed magic. By the way, our hero is Esra. When drawing your hand, one card is an ally. Alright, several rights can be activated at once, even of the same type. You can create huge combos this way. So we're going to do Rite of Blood, which is for each card you play, gain a random resource. The Overseer will activate any ally as it is played, even that if that ally already activates when played. However, it will not activate allies that are summoned or spawned. So if I were to summon it, I deal damage, as you can see. Yeah, feed your hero, magic, hero attacks. So I've been feeding it magic and attacks. The Rat Catcher pairs well with Overseers. When used together, it will draw 2 allies from your inventory instead of just 1. Right, so on turn, draw an ally that's not a Rat Catcher. So I get Herd of Goats, Herd of Goats. The longer chain you can sacrifice while your rights are active, the more power you can gain from them. If you find extra space in your deck, consider the following cards. Shrine of Rebirth will add power and resources to any deck by allowing cards to return to your hand instead of your inventory. Ceremonial Dance can make any good deck better by allowing you to double up on key cards. Now, face Mogash in combat. The weak must make way for the strong. Yes. So this is the part where the red, it feels a little different because if there's one thing I'm really terrible at is sacrifice decks. I'm not really good at that. It's one of those things in like Yu-Gi-Oh! When I was playing that, like sacrifice decks are hard. I'm kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 2, Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 2 with the Orichalcos, where I'm like, I don't know if I'm an Orichalcos level player. Except for that one guy in the ship, where he was like, I will never sacrifice my cards because I respect my cards too much. And then he almost defeated Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, I'm more like that guy, except for still really bad at sacrifice decks. Okay, so yes, I'll play an ally. I'll play a Centauri. Oh, it's got 40. I could be here all day. Where's there's the Overseer. Herding Stones. Feed the hero that and then gain a random herd. Alright, my Shepherd is on feed. Restock my herd. Oh, Ritual of Slaughter. Let's Herd of Goats that one. Can I attack yet? Let's see. Let's do Shrine of Rebirth. Then we'll do Herd of Goats. No. When you discard a card. Just kidding. Alright, so we'll do Herd of Aurochs. And we'll add the Overseer to it. And we're good to go. And, more herd of goats. Okay. I'm not entirely sure of winning. Alright, definitely always want to attack. That's the first thing, is always do that. Alright, rite of passage. Feeds my hero magic. Alright, under... I have a lot of cards. I do. I have so many cards. Alright, let's, there we go. Do some attacks. Alright, boar fed. Ah, here we go. Ritual of slaughter. Let's me do that. We'll do a herd of goats. There we go. I got that thing from the card about that. Gain. Gain. Boar fetish. Feed your hero. Magic and it attacks. Alright. Cool. Restock my hand. I don't really need to restock my hand. I really shouldn't. I see. Goat poultice. Activate all goats. Alright, I got lots of resources now. Ritual of slaughter. Oh, if the longer my card decks are, the more likely it will be. Of course. We'll do herd of goats. Herd of boars. Alright. Attack stuff. Cuckoo. There's an on-turn attack. That's what I want. I just want to attack things. Here we go. Ceremonial dance. The next card you buy, you need a copy of it. Cool. Can I just buy more cards? Oh wait, I keep forgetting to attack. You all keep forgetting. Just can we attack? Look, I have 13. I can take them out. I have saved up so much magic at this point. There. I have won. It's literally like just, it gives me resources. Resources literally like let me store up all sorts of magic. Alright, and that is how to play the Daughter Mech, or at least some semblance thereof. As you can see, not my best one. I am clearly much better with Captain Listrata. So yeah, so that is a showcase of the War of Omens. As you can see, they still have the single player that you can do, just playing cards themselves. You can do the campaign and learn the story of it. Or if you have anyone that wants to play with you, I guess set up a multiplayer and go from there. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed the the showcase, and I look forward to the next one that we get to do. And as always, stay safe and have a great rest of your weekend.